What a nightmare. I mean, what an absolute shit show. Charlie Kirk tweeted this out. He writes, a friend of a friend in West LA just saw looters plunder her evacuated house on her Ring camera. I mean, it is crazy. We have a bunch of security at our house. We actually just added a Ring camera, so I'm just now getting used to the joys of that thing. It's actually quite fun. You can see everything. Like we have another like more official one that other people monitor, but like this is for me and Doug, and it gives you a little ring on your phone. You're like, oh, what's happening? What am I getting? Who's there? I mean, I'm sure it would feel very different if it were an actual burglar, robber, or ne'er-do-well. Anyway, what he's reporting is that there was a woman who saw looters go into her evacuated house. Sounds like it wasn't burned down, it's just evacuated. He writes, her friends, including some who voted for Harris, are calling for summary execution of the looters. That's something you say, right? Like they should be executed. Turns out in this house, we believe politics disappear when your house does. I get it. I understand the spirit in which he's offering that. I'm sure that's probably true. Who wouldn't be sitting there thinking that if their house they had to evacuate because of serious threat of fire got looted? Who wouldn't be thinking about reevaluating the competency of politicians who allowed all of these safeguards to fail? All of them. Whether it's this woman at the Department of Water, the head of the LAFD, the mayor, Karen Bass, like, stop. Trust me, absolutely nothing against women. Nothing against women. Totally believe in strong female leaders too. Not seeing examples of them here. Be honest. Stop. Like, one of the things I saw when I was preparing for the Bill Maher interview, which will take place again when he can do it, was he had a quote about how, what was it? He was saying it was about wokeness and how sick and tired of wokeness he is, and how like he's hoping at every turn that people will reevaluate it, that they're going to see these choices they've made have not come back to help them. I can't remember the specific quote. In any event, I'll get to it when he comes on. But it was a great quote, and it just underscored how the left is so busy trying to like reach behind to give itself pats on the back at how virtuous they are. They've lost all touch with the number of people who get seriously hurt from those very efforts, right? So like they're so busy virtue signaling and hoping we think they're good people and trying to tell themselves they're good people. In this house, we believe that they forgot to actually be good people and hire good people to protect good people. This is the problem in California. This is a problem in Canada. This is the problem in the United States, which we just pushed back against massively. So this was the thing that Bill Maher was saying. He doesn't like Trump, as you know. But he said, even I, as a liberal, am kind of excited to see what Trump is going to do. I'm kind of excited to see, I think he's interested in Elon and potentially RFK. I'm kind of interested to see how it works out. And one of his lines was, I'm going to mess it up, but it was like, we don't need a revolution in America. We need a colonic, like a clearing out of the system. We're old and we're stodgy and we're doing things in a way that's not working for people. That's why Trump won. That's why his team of superheroes is going to be ushered not just into the presidency, but into the administration around Trump, the cabinet. And it's why Californians, my dear loving friends in California, must rethink the decisions they've made at the local level, because the federal government can't really help you. That's the God's honest truth on something like this. There could be some FEMA relief. What you needed was good local assistance. You needed competent local managers who know how to plan for these disasters and manage them when they come, like Ron DeSantis. I mean, let me ask my friends. We see who listens to the show. We have actually a lot of California listeners. Let me ask you this question. Do you think this would have happened to this extent? No one's saying some magical politician can stop fire. And the winds, of course, are the massive factor that pushes it fast and far. But do you really think this would have happened to this extent with these problems if Ron DeSantis had been your governor or the mayor of LA? Do you really think that? Like, this guy is a technocratic, prolifically hardworking Yale graduate who has a lifetime of elbow grease behind him. He didn't do well glad handing in the coffee shops of Iowa. He's not a natural retail politician. If you have him over for dinner, he's probably not going to be the most loved guest, all right? But he's an incredibly effective politician, a leader, someone who gets elected via politics, who then must lead, is my point. You need someone like that. Okay, maybe you're not going to go quite as right as a Ron DeSantis, though he will be looking for a job soon because of term limits in Florida. You should be so lucky as to get him in any role out there. But can you find your own? Can you say yes when this businessman runs against Karen Bass and says, I'll do the job. I'm actually a Democrat, but I will, and I have money, but I will help you. Can you be more open-minded so that instead of making yourselves feel good by patting yourselves on the back, you just do good? You check your identity politics, your obsession with DEI hiring and all that bullshit, and you look at who's the most competent manager we can unleash on the beautiful citizens of our beautiful cities and state. Because what seems to have happened here is one of the gems of the United States of America, California, one of, if not the most beautiful states in the union, has been destroyed by left-wing politics and the decisions that come with them. Maybe it's too late. There are no red seats in the state house, in the U.S., delegate. Like, there's no red in California at all. So maybe it's too late. But maybe Adam's right that enough people have now died or been hurt as a result of these decisions that they'll start to make different ones. Here is the Bill Maher quote. Okay. I'm a big America booster, Maher says to the Wall Street Journal. One of my problems with the younger generation is they have no idea, no perspective. Of course, if they've gone to elite universities, factories, they've been indoctrinated into this idea that they live in the worst country in the world at the worst time in history, when actually they live in, with all of our flaws, still probably the best, with definitely, indisputably, the best time in history. I like America. America does not need a revolution. What it needs is a colonic. Yeah, right on. Looking forward to speaking with Bill. On a personal note, really hope his house is okay. Hope Adam and James Woods get good news. Hope my friend Brian Friedman gets good news. I don't think so. And praying for my friends who I know have lost their homes, and for those in all the area who are wondering and suffering today. These days, personal safety is not something that can be left to chance. Whether at home, on the road, or just living everyday life, having a reliable way to protect yourself and your family is crucial. This is why Byrna is the choice for many. Byrna is a game-changing, less lethal self-defense tool. Compact, powerful, and easy to use, it provides the confidence to act in any situation. Byrna uses non-lethal rounds, tear gas, pepper, and kinetic projectiles to effectively stop a threat from a safe distance. And the best part? Byrna can be shipped directly to your door, and it's legal in all 50 states. Byrna is proudly American, with products hand-assembled in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Sometimes a firearm is not the right option. There are a lot of people who are afraid of holding them, or just unfamiliar with it and realize that they're probably going to create more of a risk if they actually have a real loaded firearm. And Byrna could provide a powerful alternative for those folks. Protect what matters most with Byrna. Visit Byrna.com. That's BYRNA.com/Megyn to receive a 10% discount and learn why thousands of people and law enforcement agencies are making the switch to Byrna's less lethal protection. Byrna, non-lethal self-defense, always ready. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.